Okay, but I saw Gusasha Kantanka Television Sports Galo Akuti Chumidi. And I say, Minia Breman in the Jao Boatin, aka Fila 1. No, so the third page around the world of sports. Nina Sono Akugusabi de Medu, and semi name penny for its nurse and not to say, a bisect it, a trisect it. Then, of course, dissect all the necessary issue concerning football agency. We are seeing Afanina any on my Ghana, and so it will be a penny for me, or Makachi has a minimum, ebedi and como area for this particular topic. Now, call me fat left, opinion pa, just say football coach in dia, Udimo Akutini pa, Papa needing the Vincent Abiu. Atomaka. Na Bibiaboko dear.
Bibiaboko.
Ida chidam ponyanko fonse so wabeka ensan kwada na esene ya bedon sen mu esuko na chese obi a ofin so ate football agency no asiye
most definitely.
All right. Okay, now Vincent Abiu and so I don't know or no eka or no one of the guests and no ebedi nkomo e wo chumedi na oba me immediate left and I say near owo ye mfimfin so a brand here ne din ede Frank Hammond. What I say, Frank Hammond, or no, and CEO, and I say Chief Executive Officer, Edinburgh CAM Agency, and I say CAM Football Agency, away on my Ghana has it, you know. Frank Hammond.
Bernard.
Also, Mawakwaba.
Namia de Umbia call me so.
Well, and then the issue. And then you share you begin come for football agency. We are say afternoon na you say your football agent e wo hono ma almost no edi akoni abama footballers so no enya contract the isi akana wo clubs ahodrom tin wo ye football agency on its own no e wo hono we CEO e wo CAM football agency e wo my Ghana has I know say wetimi adon say no mo sikwa mo bia so atiase.
Yeah, Bernard.
Okay. All right, now me penny for me no and me no me din komo o comedian is say Vincent Abiu ono coach e was answer no consultant to e wo honom sanso na brand here need Frank Hammond CEO e ma CAM football agency oh my Ghana umienu ana ne no bedom esiko e din komo ade fa football agency e wiase afane na any on my Ghana ntino me sha say e dey free brand here need e Frank Hammond Amisha Simfi ho sana mako coach enso ewo ho. Well, ina ya tete football agency obi an individual football agent. Oh no eden pre enya contract ma players no almost equity mekusi akan either say omutu kwan eko amano ne either say country has na say even outside the country krani na no ewo ho no ma inim agent bi ti say me no Rylan no mo enyina George Mendes mu na ewo wiase afana but ye ba o my Ghana has here me say football agents ho but as they are not well known. Till before I beba ho krampo no can you just describe what football agency is?
Okay, Bernard, Mesada was CBM Akunya and Udiama see a mecha, the bigger crown for football, especially agency and Ghana for any youth players now, because they're very necessary. Because football agent, you do my intermediate.
Okay.
Yeah, clubs, Emma players in terms of prepare negotiations, contract, transfer issues among players. Without agents, it's quite difficult.
I say, agents, an individual na agency na as a kuwa as a company and also honoma and also what does it mean?
Agency as a kuno agency under we agent
you are under an agency.
Yes,
okay.
We agent you can create your agency.
Okay.
To get the players on board. So at so in Europe we have some players almost under agency. Okay. They work for them like a team like 5 players, 10 players under the agency. They work for them.
Oh, all right. All right. It's no nice emu enche mu ano na ode ama obi a ohwe sports gallo any area ntino every agent or agency or also ewo ase.
No, your agent automatically you can
create an agency.
You can create everything.
Wow.
Your agent automatically you can create football management. You can create everything.
Okay. Yeah, but what's about management? So I say, I mostly players, me manager. It's I say football agent, you ensure that and say omunkaye or my Ghana, but outside now. Agent near omunkaye papa. Wait, I coach and so. Coach Vincent, what coach? I know say. wakochi clubs bebre na wacha say even po no only players nso no edi akoniaba a only agent nso edi akoniaba. You as a coach so are you under an agency or agency be also no because I know say coaches so no
Coach will come.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You are supposed to be under agency, where somebody manage your affairs and take control. The whole idea is somebody should be able to manage you and be able to liaison between you and other groups, your endorsements and your advertisement and everything, and signing of contracts so that everyone will start independent mind, to be able to do things by yourself. So, like you said, an agent is somebody who works for clients.
Okay.
So, once agents apart from soccer, it's not only related to soccer. That's what called Haida. Once be an agent, so I think these are some of the things the agent does. So, agent, do you mind the coaches are under agency, and agents are under agents as well as are also managed by a certain group of people. It's a group of people managing people for them to be able to achieve their aim. So when you negotiate between bodies, two bodies, so we got a player agent and a match agent.
Match agent. Wow.
So you're a player agent, but you're match agent.
Match agent.
So you can't do much between the national team or a club side. So maybe the Black Stars and Nigeria want to play. It's only the match agent who is able to do that match for them. But an agency will employ the services of a match agent.
An agency is waiting me. I employ the service of a match agent. Okay.
So CAM can say, okay, we have a match agent who can fix a match between the Black Stars and maybe another country to play an international friendly. Before you have an agent, so you have somebody who is a FIFA license agent, and they say they're a match agent.
Oh, okay.
So we have somebody who does only matches.
All right.
And you will be so between the players. So when it comes to like CAM agency, like he's saying, it's about trying to put the bodies together where you can manage not just soccer players, but to be able to manage the sportsmen in general. Wow. So any sports personality from the coach to anybody can be managed under CAM agency. That is the idea of the agency.
Wow.
To bridge the gap between the players and other organizations, because for a long time, like who can Bebre or
sure,
but because we don't really know them, but there are some who have done very well for themselves and for individual players. And on our course here, the last 20 years, and that is where we are.
Sure.
Because certain individuals represented the players and took their monies away.
And one thing very, very important, say we are player. Na o hwe ya obetimi ayi den esuade because emredu say obi bia ayi den esuade and na player we senti no okọ club we isisi me the contract ho nsensem obi ho so obi krampo a na che say ne family me kan say it is wrong for a family member to manage you and I say to be your agent. What I say me kan say wrong nanso no say emre bi wo hono ma na che say e wo say so no wotimi ade na utimi who say I say we be nti no say me we say me be na say nyama so kon kan ma timba cho obi bia wo fie we player so we coach wo we into sports nko ade you should sit behind your television set na yensu ade aja say coach what can say bebre oh nti ma membra Frank so tin Frank me say about so na you have an agency agency aja say so no ototo nyama na aja say nyama so den ebe ko so nti no I don't know how utimi enya players no eba under your agency utimi abono tofa ama obi nso aye den ohwe enso ehun se na utimi enya players no so eba under your agency.
Okay, Bernard. Answer na me per se no mefa player no one so hwe player no the attitude
counts
for sure because
okay
say we player na say attitude enya at times agency be an person no be ejuma. Wow. Because agency a brand almost build some kind of brand that everybody want to be under them.
Okay.
So if say we a player, we be a good player, but
unya
discipline, you won't get proper management like agency to work with. So me per se and my coach as well, attitude first. Then yaba be share performance. Yaba be share social media platforms. Then our year ho. Then come on now ne fans ho etwetwe. Because Bernard say okope club krana. Ye agent for any club say kasa ne any other partners kasa. The access say okay player no the information at send the social media handles at send. Inti as players ni nyina no omusua eniema kitenkiti bi ewo football nim because eniema we nyina onsua nka ho a you won't get a proper agency to work with. So always ebema work form. And Ghana no we don't know this thing. Ye nim agency work Ghana say. Okay. Ye nim sa de no.
Enye djuma wo hasa nyesa anase e wo habat nim na ye nim.
E wo hasa but M's education,
and said that
any broad, microphone say because like say open player be open son in the juma or say no manager. Manager to me encourage club manager, there's no way our manager any Barcelona ebekasa. There's no way our manager any Real Madrid ebekasa. And I say Ghana they fine. Kotokone has your manager with him no makasa. But Europe that it's never done like that. So and it's players be or many manager me say Europe no it's all about say representative agent for no then the family can no tina be say Messi ne papa ne di name sure Haaland ne papa any agent and di name Baba Ghana say ya they don't know that thing Haaland o agent but ne papa can no but Ghana say obecho say me manager the manager na be tena ne bibia so. So what I say, many players be Juma 1 or 2, minya deal man, but the manager anti deal ni failure because on will be some percentage on will be now deal him.
Yeah, remember that particular issue because mostly we say players sign contractor. Say our good agent no na ewo honoma clauses bi wo honoma omodiship.
Yes,
what I
thank you
clauses bi bre wo honoma omodiship. Itimi eko in favor of the player no so enya na agent no so enya ne chefa enso ewo hono. But here no utimi say otimi sign contract no sa even po no be sign contract ni po na onimpo say was sign 3 years.
Onim de wo.
Say was sign 3 or 4 years in po. Na a hard dream but coach my member was a sa clauses na edition we coach member also no say na wo kan say coach die also na e hu hia say also be under an agency because also betimi coaches are hired and fired no dey will be BI0 so good agent betimi a movie ako any club and also good for you as a coach for you as a coach then ana mo hwe e club mu ansana o agent e catch us say menya club say e the amount negotiations it is saying asana mo je penny e coach clubs
no it's all about philosophy. It's all about your personal philosophy as a coach and club now work on club no philosophy. You understand? So once the philosophy is in touch, where I said this is my personal philosophy, this is what the club wants to achieve. You want to coach. So the club is being structured with a philosophy and a DNA. Every club has a DNA and a philosophy. Sure. So you feel like, come on, I can coach because you want the players to coach. So once you understand what you are supposed to do, and your idea heading, but it's all come back to what you want to achieve. Okay. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
Because you feel like when you want to coach a club like Barcelona, there's what they look for. In Real Madrid, there's what they look for. In Arsenal, there's what they look for. So you feel like, okay, I can buy. You should be always be able to buy into that philosophy.
And I saw more philosophy no more I was also to me adapted to it.
Yeah, you must go into it.
What you say also your own philosophy?
And then go and create your own team.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, you understand. So you want a job somewhere. So your philosophy will not be bigger than baby ours.
So which means how can some to say ansana even put a club then now the coach abana so I say was steady coach now we say philosophy now or born no be na coach ni so
kita. But there should be that marriage and understanding between the two people. So you should make sure you understand exactly what is going to happen. And I think, sir, I'll go back to one of his questions. It's always in FIFA, siblings are recognized, family is recognized. but managers are not recognized.
Oh, okay.
That is why you see Neymar and all those people, their parents are part of working in hand with some agents and he says something. Yes, attitude is there, but performance is paramount.
Sure.
Your performance must be good. And so once all those things are very good, no, that is where they want to see how you can perform. Because sometimes definition of attitude, we must be very careful, especially when it comes to you're part of the world.
That's true. Okay.
You're part of the world. No? The biggest thing. No? It's the performance I'm looking for. Scotland Pippen, we have Rodman who play basketball, we have Cantona, but even though the attitude play, but it's about performance.
Okay. So betting player bit say Balotelli or be able say under stubborn. We are coach now when me managing. That's why outside they call them managers. No?
Yes, you need to manage.
You need to manage the egos of every player.
What we need is the performance. So you look at the performance, you look at the well-being of the player, the health nature of the player, and they are not talking the BBR. Very important. Right. So everything, you're not going to take anything out. Attitude is there, but the performance supersedes all of them.
Wow. Okay. Well, I know say answer na player be to me about under an agency no. In fact, say be say CAM agency. Otimi ebetimi organize tournament no dey prepare players abane agency. So ohia coach e wase. Our coach no so betimi I then abuana with the selections when you good players.
Yeah, I think that is another new idea, no. I think the other agencies were using certain old formulas. That was working then.
Okay.
But as the game is evolving, countries are evolution. These two words. Revolution and evolution. So once you've done revolution, there's an evolution. And what does evolution mean here and I come? Now what it means, it means there should be a coach on board that should be able to not just identify the player.
Okay.
And you say the player is yes good. Because rather we are using GPS in coaching.
Sure.
We are using GPS in coaching. We need performance analysts, individual analysts to analyze the performance. And even you need a nutritionist, a health personnel.
Very important.
A born expert. So the agency 20 years ago is not the same agency in the last 20 years.
Okay.
Who uses our approach, not fairly.
Okay.
So you need a coach, not just a coach with a vast knowledge across board from human resource, man management, performance analyst, individual analyst, the diet aspect of the player, and the health aspect of the player.
Wow.
So when you're able to get all these things, that is where you can bring a full player out, say, mania player. So that players don't even live here with sickness and injury. Most players return home because any witchcraft.
So what can I say? Maybe it is true. I was saying that clubs are cramping it. Minya coaches say be brave or masway because we can say the source of finance no to be no head coach and then the assistant.
Yes,
a goalkeeper's trainer.
Yeah, it's because you don't know the wealth you are looking for. If you know the wealth, with the investment, the sporting world calls for liquidity. You must put in more and more comes out.
Right.
If you put in partially, partial will come out.
That's true.
That is why we are not breaking through the last few years.
Wow.
And if you want to work as a modern agency, you need to get a player who name say, the bones, the BBA, the nerves, maybe we're checking the heart condition. Why? That's what we call ECG. And then ECG never do be a canary. But the ECG or hospital.
Okay.
You show heartbeat, BBA, moja or your hemoglobin level, and it's I think that is a change. CAM agency want to bring on board. Now, once you pick a player, you should know say the player need a complete. Say you have to minimize the problem and some of them be a sophisticated machines.
Wow.
Well, right now, when you go on trials, it is not one coach who look at the player. We have the fitness coach, we have the mental coach, we have the tactical coach, we have the technical coach. Who watches one player? Nipa four.
So
they're able to bring the best and the West out of you. So ultimately future you're good. Because these people want to make money in the next 5-10 years from one person.
It's true.
So not dream what saying. That is the mental quality or mental ability too. I don't know say attitude, ability. You understand?
Sure.
Other quality. So you look at the mental quality of the player, there's a coach. We look at the tactical aspect of the player, there's a coach. We look at the physical aspect of the player, there's a coach. So when it's what you bring on board.
So now it's a player.
A complete player.
Wow.
So nobody's playing with magic elsewhere.
No.
Nobody's playing with saint, spirit. People are putting players on diet. Players are doing refilling. Cristiano Ronaldo, Floyd Mayweather, that's like 4 meals in a day. Major meals before in between. The bodybuilders. It's cow. It's cow. I mean, borrow nanado.
Okay.
It's cow. Yet it's a castle. It's a cow. You know my actually. In the sisters, we're doing all those things.
All right.
So we should be able to do it. But it is the knowledge. They may say, any knowledge, you know.
Okay.
And yes, Kanu.
Okay.
Because there are certain families or parents, they can be able to take off their child to become a professional.
That's true. No doubt.
There are certain families, so there are families. But you can have the money if there's no knowledge. Where do you put the money? So Ghana for ya dream will say skabo ne ni ho. But enye nimdie bo ne ni ho. Inti nimdie ho skakiti between atimi bibi. Okay, our coach who doesn't know about nutrition, doesn't know about GPS, doesn't know about how to use the modern day gadgets. What is the use of the modern day gadgets? So Ghana and nimdie bo ne ni ho. Banyes can any o my anymore. Because you're young from one India, I can tell you so we can go places. Because a family can decide, say, come on, this is an asset. He has got talent. Inti, with the cocoa for me, Scabia baby, the way to change. Yet, but one colana more, a bushano. Yabe, ye kitty. Near discussion, more at Etias, or Mumbo, your discussion, Mumu. So, a India. So, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. It's your borrow Bible, you can cancel for lack of money.
Well, Ujin is a beer, Nimdiano so ever honor, and so no. I say, Pessemin Kuminya, selfish, Nimdiani.
Because let me give you an example.
Because, coach, I know, say, oh, Nimdian, it's in our day.
Let me give you an example. We have acid water and we have alkaline water.
Okay.
It's unfortunate I can't mention certain waters because of brand.
That's true.
You understand?
That's true.
But we have seen flat of acid water on the street, and all of you young men here are even drinking it. It's in India, because in India, you go for the alkaline.
So how to implement it?
No, because it's your health. Where you are supposed to take in more alkaline food, where your blood group, the world has advanced. We got to say Japan. Before they even employ you, they look at your blood group.
Me pese ye bedo mo siko so no me pese bedo mo siko because I'm really getting interested in what you are saying.
Yeah, so
because I can see say nimdie no there it is full e wo hono you know FA name penifoni na hono my somebody like Vincent Abio is there, but it's like position near appointment na was say the bamo it is not there. And sana na o ka say nimdie no impact e dia mood.
And nimdie ni ho. Because, one example, if Khan agency could say, so I want to work with coach, maybe he cannot even pay me. But he decided, I want to work with coach. Do you know what it means? And one example too. Do you know what it means? A chair say, or GDB say, or become you one, you better learn your Saskano, so he has some level of knowledge. But if you don't have the level of knowledge, nobody can create an office for you.
Okay, nice me to wasi say onimdia no endu baby a. Unti me
enko
for bia ni nimdia na wo soro kra na we pushi wako.
That is the point. You don't see that relevant. But some man will get us okay. Ejuma we mu pese tumpo a maybe me chemu say ni say. It takes a CEO or your big man to say okay, I'm trying to. But this is the CEO that's not there to say knowledge cry. Maybe I transition. But when I say amount of energy, you been with the camera people. It shows say per day show before you know on burning this number of calories.
Okay.
By force, some mobile studio, they should eat certain amount of calories before they go behind the camera.
All right,
so that's all. I want the camera check. The amount of calculation I'm here we know. Who the moment say yet here and call for me and then cost rather.
Interested. Wow. Studio has a day and we are really learning. Yes, here a day points. Memory if you say because we are sending your views and comments at 0558 6568 99 0558 6568 Coach, and then the submission AC. Meba Abanti and the Eddie Frank Hamilton. So answer number 1 horror. And then when we so embra, you buy your bet to us or Eddie amount.
Sima bia ho hia ewo nipa wapomuden ho nti na Kantanka TV de Sima Extra Ebrel yendada setena mu no ye didie ye na ani mpose ye tenten yapom kura no akoye bibia wo ho ni nyina eye mra yenya emma yapomuden nti apomuden hwemu adwumayefo kire se ensuo ho hia ema nipadua no yie pa na bisa ho se empra he na wonu nsuo udidi yie de unya mreda na check-up nso se yenum nyina eya de a wadwene enko so de a na ne wapomuden ho nsem atechema kakra nanso ebre no nie ukwada nwumere no nan bia e wo Kantanka TV so no akosua onyamewa ene apomuden ho nimdifo esi nkonya ekyerɛkyerɛ kwan a ebefa so ama ya pomuden ho nsem awie mudi kai se yemfa practical first aid no so enkame wo da biara da Sima Extra Sima bia ho hia e wo wapomuden ho.
Kantanka TV, Experience Africa.
Oman puntuo ne nkoso ejina emraso yesi hene nkoso ne nkyekere ne nyina ya de mra na hyehye wobɛko adwuma na wetimi ayi adwuma asomdwe mu na asɛm bi ama ho a ne nyina so gina mraso efi pampra yetimu no sɛ asomdwe bɛba hɔ ɛyɛ mra ne hyehyeye ɛna manipa ho tɔ no nipa nya adwenpa etimi di tumpɔn ɛyɛ de opɛso wɔyɛ bia ne sɛnti na Kantanka kasafoni akɔfa adwumadie soronko kra ya to ne din sɛ emranim dwumadie yɛbɛfrɛ wɔn ma ben ɛwɔ mramu na omni aba behia na yesim konwa akyerɛkyerɛ mramu ama wate ase wɔ ufie na ɔde abɔbra hia memosomfo owusu badu kuada bia anwumre no wɔtwe saa nso na kwasiada nopa na wɔtwe yɛbɛsan sim so na wahu sɛnea emrate na wɔn nso watoto nneɛma wayi adwuma asom bia emba ho yadamase.
Kantanka TV, Experience Africa.
So yare anaso bi yare na opese nipa kono apomu etrene dia omodi afo le kire why not homeopathic clinic so wudru hono ma medical hwe wudie mu edo akwa scan room ya scan hu be a yare no ewo poten afesoreba edan ya ye fidie gumu machine we eye massage woda so a etretre na massage be bia eye oya machine na betimi akire machine wo gina so a srade wo mu bia ebe wo so na nane no ama wo ho aye denden eye mpabo we eno na ye wanwa adwuma no so duo stroke fanebra na fanhye no enche obenante afeso ye wo machine we a eno de acid obia e massage wo no eno na massage wo na ama ho atretre why not homeopathy e di infidie aba so fidie beboa ama wanya yaresa etiema homeopathic treatment with holistic approach ye won won ni say so yare na de fie na pese behwe wa momodi apusu ya home why not for the doctor ne nurse beba ye ba behwe wo fie eno ne ato ni di say home care services
woko for adua ye wo keke factory kwan so ye be veterinary no obetira frame wo 059 460 2223 Takrade opposite Anaje police station or Wadin town kwan so frame 059 460 2242.
Why not homeopathic clinic? Homeopathic treatment with holistic approach.
right, when I say Augusto Kantanka Television Sports Gallo Agudi Chumedium, Coach Vincent Abiel, and I Frank Hammond. That's where our studio has a leading commander for football agency. We are finding any on my Ghana and so Hoitino. Your court breaker, not Coach Vincent Abiel, and the submission is into Cincinnati. You go straight to a brand new Eddie Frank Hammond. No, I'm a kid in submission. But question I'm saying, maybe someone say, Coach, I'm a kid in submission here to say, in Yatia Sentino. I want to know. You as an agency, and I say, I mean, foul, say, be a agent, and you are, you know, you as an agent now, a player, when you play a only club, but say, Asante Kotoko, but say, Kotoko, who player, no, and I also want to negotiations, you know, how is it going to be? Because I know, say, players be bring any agents, you know, and I say, the managers, the donor and from, you know, club, no, sometimes crosses, I was say, a share. Contract ni no entimi en favor player na kasampo no neni ehun contract ni bi on no beti ane say yesi wasan 4 years ye be dey na say nyama we na eto besi e na say eto be twa e wo Ghana hase because eku players no
Bernard where the near back up they have to be a proper agent, proper representative asa because say unia even contract in the crowd about manager and say maybe only marking kind and mahubida maybe contract near their tune clauses be oma only man they could be a woman and so I sign and I am a player and so me as an agent we me player na Asante Kotoko epewa fine okay Kotoko mopeno okay me player and minimum the yacht here so every month. And as every week, I shall go be say and I say, Momano. Me say, me di shame. Play an me client or me be
and also fight to say, no, so me a standing.
I need to fight for the player as an agent. Me jumano no. Because player and a bano be I need to take control. Even sponsorship. I say me per sponsorship. Emma player no.
Sure.
Yeah, some players be almost share. Puma.
Brand.
Kudus Mohammed.
Yeah, Kudus.
Recently, Puma signed. When a yes, I deal ni man. The agent and a man. So it is no Ghana say no. Yeah, the managers na the 3 match check. And it be a good.
Sure.
It be so nye. And they have players and the player be a good. But the manager no any club ne back for a track and say you can say players be only years a club sign contract.
It's true.
Onim amount of money crampa.
Involved here
with our contract in him. Onim when you have issues are have players, you know. Issues are players in so almost tenacity, almost multi steps they have to read, they have to research. Say as a player, mine say me consult, you know. It's only about my manager. Because your manager cannot talk to club for you. Ghana has any who's a manager working to clubs. Never. Because and then the crowd Ghana has a clubs and some of them are not working as a professional clubs.
Wow.
Because you can't just work in like that. Say me a manager, me a player say. So any high no. And as a player be an youth near one in a metro say obi or maybe we drew a trade. There's no way we bet my call back. So I'm here no. Mommy BT, Papa BT, young player BT. My friend say obe consult good contact. Normal one in terms of the career because when your agency and agent papa is going to be bad.
Well, because Obiti say me no Royal say Ellen Haaland on pay sebi contracts from BIM for Emma.
No, or the clauses
special man bet me akwa in favor of the player. The player no also bet me I the favor also
because clauses now me as an agent this shame man player and I get my percentage from it.
That is it.
So I need to enforce that clauses, you know, say bim. Because me so me juma na me nya no. Obi antua me monthly pay o. The deal that I'll make.
You know,
that's my percentage, my 5%, my 10% now me nya no. That's what I need. So if they make that player like Haaland, and then I say me I need to get something involved. Clauses be a shishema, meet me nyam percentage. E wo na boa player no. And say me dream in kwame say as an agent, say maybe brand big bar. Then you crowd pushing say okay, ko. An agent be an say agent be who say in every country be an a boa player. Ghana see yes area ni pa. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Naba. Because the manager ye piska.
Ni pushing no
na ko say player ni career.
Wow.
Ya wo country bia so ni players o mo pe. Into agent no si hu sa na man ni na manager be de hu sa na man.
Asem sebe. Oh yeah, asem sebe because we are manager. Also we are manager who manage player na you sebi unni nimdie wo. Say na ye kra player na ko another club ni we na ya na e hardwin. What I say because Europeans no obetimi e the player akọ club. What I say agent no only player akọ club sir. Betimi ka say player no say go a sika sei e na wo say mo de kan sika ho. Player na qualify we the Champions League. Sika say na wo say eden utua edeman. It you know we na e ho no but we don't do it here.
And because of proper agents. Say wo manager we stronger. Kotoko ka say Kwame Poku ya oba Kotoko okoyi. Ka oba no munim say omo pen seriously no. Okay fine mo pen there. This is what I need for the player.
Well obi so ka say I say ebia ye wo hasen no say na ukọ Europe abontin so a obebia esia obete I say na say my katasum so they don't open up.
Say clubs you know they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. They treat the players anyhow but don't say good offer for outside bar. They want to sell the players.
And I say be I'm waiting me I there. I treat players need now once I call in
favor of them.
In favor.
And the clubs too, they don't think about the players for sure.
Well, I'll say some of them. Oh, it's been brandy or now. A bit more yard, a bit so yard.
Oh,
for that one day. It's true.
But are you sure?
Oh, a be yard. Because your class is brave or my house.
Ghana say I can say Ghana has we don't have any professional club. I make I say maybe Premier League club a professional club. We don't have it in Ghana.
Well, standard.
See how some second division clubs are doing. For sure, they are showing branding.
Sure.
Vision. This is how a professional club to live. Now a professional club, we need club hostel. Who needs an man where you call yourself as a professional club?
No.
So it's that treatment we in a account.
What was it?
That treatment.
Mesa so coach, maybe also no. Coaches be horror. Omakasa omo your agent did that. As I say, omo seriously.
Yeah.
Coaches be omo your agent.
Coaches be.
It's in a baby. Sometimes it's me and my team no so no essay. Obu ono mo baga say, it's no me for the players kwa match. And I will be all say player no not bench no better than or no but essence or any player or no under or no agency no. Obese of you no. No dey no be ka found.
Yeah, I think sir I happen and mostly signing money to see. It is always difficult elsewhere where the system and structures are put in place because you breach certain contracts, you know what will go against you. And when it happens that way, it is always destroying yourself. Because I will forever feel a qualified player than feeling my own nephew or child. Because it's based on performance and yet based on and so it's your personal values and morals and whatever you want to achieve. If you are feeding your own player, you are getting the results. Who cares?
Yeah.
But if you are not getting the results, finally you leave that club. So you're causing more harm to yourself and the player. So you should be very good to yourself. So who knows how to do it better? No. Definitely those are the sort of players are feeding. So if somebody practices this, it depends on how you look at it. Say, is it feeding a good player?
Okay.
Once you are feeding a good player, I don't really care it's coming from whose camp. But if the player is bad and you are feeding it, you will lose your job.
That's true.
So if you lose your, who loses bigger? And so feed a good player, which is your own player, and the club is winning.
No problem.
Let's assume Kwame Poku was somebody else's player. And he's playing well. What is a big deal? But let's assume your premier player is not playing well. Who loses?
Because minimum didn't make us. Well, Asante Kotoko say, by now you see chips a lot of players Kotoko set up in him. And in an Senania also no Nania was Kotoko see you. Or also ono anyway and the players ono so na any o we you know e be sound bibia na e wo ho.
But it still depends on performance.
That is true.
Funny say, let's take Benjamin Akwa. He plays for Drafts. There's no team in Ghana who rejects that player.
He's very good.
Let's say Augustine Boachi of Wafa. There's no place. So if manager want the players, who are players not talk about, and not just a player no you good, because you can't bench Benjamin Akwa on any day. Let's take Samuel Ashi of Accra Great Olympics. Tell me, sir, we are CEO, not you play about. Sometimes, no, the gap, it is an exceptional skill you show. For example, take Awako. Tell me any of the 18 Premier clubs, which coach will bench Awako? Because he has his own player.
Maybe another coach, no, una umpe na asem.
That umpe win.
No, umpe uye.
I want umpe na asem. Una umpe once. Una umpe once.
Because we be to glass na Awako no team so be bench ne. We say sewara.
Kwame Prepov King Faisal.
Yeah.
You understand me? Yeah. I can go on and mention the list. There's no way you can bench such player. That is why me personally, I put my player on a certain pedestal. I don't beg any coach to take my player. I don't beg anybody.
Okay.
But when your player is bad, that is where you start feeling say, open anybody or the need here. Say, oh, the idea good. Pa, open or the need here, but beg you too.
You say player or performing well or be a supporter. So any general.
Or be a beg you too. I remember when my friend took Obi Sesa to Kotoko.
Okay.
Then,
coach, me Joe no so, but callers and was almost on be meeting. They say what if you wait me so a friend I was watching wondering to media so wait my friend 0558656899 0558656899 also no watch wondering our sports gala akudi to media messages be na ban so coach for one who see now making kind messages and callers.
When Obi Sesa went to Kotoko, my friend the man wonderful call no. About they were wasting time. Or the initial flight to Accra. And Joanna, one of the chiefs in Malaysia, who was the board member then, I think that should be Sylvester also, who was a board member then, has to fly that night because someone registered when likely send another family. But this is how he came from Nigeria. You understand? You are player be when you video friendly courage.
Yeah, courage.
Or move to any Premier Club and there's no way you want to bench him. So there's no way I say one pen. I say what we need a personal grudge cry and hold it. So sometimes the gap between the team fighting you see, they are all average players. That is what one fool say. And yes, the other bit didn't know my friend did. But when a good player like those I've mentioned, Benjamin Akwa, Augustine Boachi, you can't bench them. I'm telling you, hate them, let them be your enemies. You can't bench them. At a point in time, Rijkaard, Ronaldinho,
sure.
Because Ronaldinho was going out with Rijkaard's daughter. But you can't bench him because when you bench him, you start losing.
Okay.
It's a performance base. So I always tell players, when you perform.
Okay, coach, Vinchuano, Isaac since the person of social media. Isaac, who free Teshi, my crowd by the batch media.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay, but you betting me actually.
The coach in the economy, now, Omufra Wako, so Muma Wako Clotra Blanche. Omun seeking with our to me here, Dumano. No more to make a tra bench.
As I
call Lusu, you call Lusu game.
So Omoba has your Mawako boy.
Sir, and you had some of no call no tra bench.
Players in the dorsal. I was saying,
currently kudos. I work with him. I work with experience.
That is it.
Until you can mention 18 players, but only 10 starts a game. But finally, you bought class. Oh boy, you bought South Africa team. We played a draw.
Yes, we did.
You bought house boy.
Coach,
I argue for a particular player out the bench.
Okay, menya call for so our man. So, Timbacho, Udin any baby of Fifi.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Pacho, Udin baby of Fifi.
Yeah, good afternoon. We didn't take
Macho Fifi.
I'm a friend to Accra.
Okay, Macho it's you.
I'm sorry. Coach, I can't be so no, my name a dream. I can't be so no, my name is Aldin. In that sense, you share if you Ghana for no, yeah, national team, I course one. Some of the ministers will be there about Ukraine player or the neighbor. Who's someone?
I don't know. Me no. Uni evidence be to show say minister be so player be inside the
Yes, of course.
You can't confidently say be so
fine. It's true, but say so you say Musa because you who's a good player at the bench. I say the days are player, but I'm saying you who say me and I'm then by and not always so or fully na so I say didn't show amanable and no thing in our account on my say ye food Africa football no say will be a cram ko park and no alcohol because good player no or say the bona ye more no
okay
na ya kofa obi a onya de abetrum because of that you know if I not so over no be yes can be affect kanina ko stadium aye ma then the park good gate but nefe ko stadium park need the whole empty any games because of those things. Okay. Until my side, enter me and costume.
Yeah, but can't say bring back the love into love on the back. Not to say, yeah, that's.
If you're so calling answer.
Okay, you can.
Oh, sir, you're kind. And yes, I can you almost stadium. Can you stadium here 19,000?
Coach, me back. Collins, no. Almost so jay, Papa Patino. Good afternoon, Bacho. We didn't be off free.
Bacho, my friend, Aaron.
Okay, Aaron. All right, but you'll be too much. But you'll meet you, what's it?
Hello.
But you'll meet you.
The person
league table. Hina na person who in position. Olympics or that second. Yes, yeah, that's it. Okay, on also need the here no so no. I can. Well, message is Libya about making and coach now person we call an.
And I mean, Kase, Titina, Kase went for stadium. There were limited activities. There was no DSTV. Then the stadium was 19,000. Rana stadium here 39,900. 99 or 39,000. Last time while starting in House of Folk, last game of my boy, it was 15,000 in the core stadium. It is like a stadium now. And council is not.
Sure.
So people at home to start knowing those things. You the presenter must do research and be educating them. Say the stadium starts for assistant. I'm can number na corner a board be sayamanu. Sa number na ramu na not to crow the hostel because it's first 19,000. It is a house in Wild Stars. About 16,000 vast stadium. And yes, they don't hire man no. Because FIFA man
okay.
A cat you leave space of 2,000.
Okay, coach me by now the FIFA man no atwaso. Offer so homa wa kwa the badge meeting so.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho Odin.
Pacho
okay. Pacho wait much about.
Pacho you say that you are not to be born a boy.
It's you.
Oh, father, and what happened on today? I tell me, supposed to be with that. The college is and the coach 2007. May I ring up a ball. The butcher phone a ball. Now, born the ball I said so.
Born I said,
I asked football.
Okay.
The coach train you
all right.
Oh, yeah, or man selection. Yeah, football.
Okay. Na bia ono eko eba agent bia o hwe say football career na ebe kon kan
na me wo fa ba na o pe so bla ba se te no no so on fi bi ama like ball no
okay but so uju hu di se oni bon kwa kam e wo ha say ti no bo ho de ore na ma betudwa na uju hu di se oni mboa na brand ono ne agency na ye hwe ne anyama so be ko edi ama ai
your boss
Okay. I also the I make a messages in the coach anyway. Well, we say Pilolo is doing a great job. What Pilolo? Who the Pilolo?
Scooter.
All right, okay, Pilolo. Big up to Frank Hammond. This is okay, one funny Dino and so Pilolo. School days then I say Dino the Bibrinane or wait, we say Frank is one of the best agents in Ghana here. He has been there for me since I met him in senior high, but it's unfortunate I wasn't able to work with him. Keep working hard, man. God bless you. This is your boy, Nana Puku, Chelsea. Nana Puku.
Yeah,
all right. And also Aquadama. See, please, I need the agent in the studio number. To also here on number 2. Answer na your sorry. Remember the number to Jana to say. And also we say I have a brother who is very good in football who needs an agent. Or hands in who need problems. Or the number better soon. Well, many offer for be our humanity. Good afternoon, but you didn't be of fee. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Bacho lower TV set na ending komo. Bacho den we be ofrefi. Okay, I'm say when me engine asunti no. My making kind messages no ebi wa hasi ansa na coach ne Frank Eddie on last submission Eddie atuja ewo. We say good afternoon. Okay, good afternoon. Manager Vincent Abiu is the best in the country. We call him Sports God or the real McCoy from Junior La Paz.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Prince. I'm watching you live from Ejinem. Keep it up, Kantanka TV. All right, and messages in the baby now. So we say, please wish my junior sis happy birthday in advance for me. Who is at Tema Michelle Camp Rhoda in Cancer. I want to say anything Eddie Frank. Frank, okay, Frank from Power FM. All right. My brother, a friend, and also another station. Frank was into sister anything Eddie Rhoda in Cancer. Happy birthday in advance, Encore and Mountain. I was in regards to you, Coach Vincent Abiu. Big up to yourself, Bernard. A good show. All right, I'm 1 minute never wrap it up. Not to say, what's wait to me? I can be better for come agency.
Okay, Bernard. But I was CBM.
Okay.
I said opportunity to Modema and say I'm become BB and chair a TF4 and Asha4. Come football agency, Yaba say Yababe Boa, Yababe San Yama. That is why we are planning. Say you didn't have 2 in place. I could for coach Yanini Juma in terms of a ban all activities are Yanin and Namtino. Best player be also then who bedom come football agency.
Right
now, Yamano better place to play football. Bibi Kakra, Meka for no follow our social media. Facebook is Come Football Agency, Twitter is Come Football Agency.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Come come and I say Frank Hammond.
Yeah,
Frank Dane.
Kweku
Hammond. Okay. And also the need at agent. We go straight to Coach Vincent Ehono. Coach.
Yeah.
But also no one who December chat.
Yeah, I think sir, you're better educated for said. You should listen and rather find out more knowledge than all the time country with allegations.
Okay.
You understand?
Sure.
And at football, so at a given time, when you have even 30 players, it's only 10 that starts again.
Okay.
So you must always give the benefit of the doubt to the coach. Or create allegations, meaning ball, I want him to say,
okay.
You understand? Because everybody wants a player and everybody wants to make something out of a player. They should always listen to the education aspect of the program. So what is CAM saying? What does it come to solve the problem rather than accusing a minister you've not seen and you've not known? You understand? You've not seen, you've not known. Sure. Very dangerous, my. But you know what? This country, problem because the way we are, it is the way we accuse people.
Sure.
Anytime you see somebody calling somebody a thief, mostly for instance, when we come to show like this, they should listen. And every era, 70s, 80s, 90s, any early 2000 is not the same as this. And the DSTV or social media or internet, call Madrid or Marshadan or Moody Wi-Fi about stadium. Then she amafon ko stadium.
Sure.
In the stadium ko na nya apeda ajayo. But I know because we are not adding other activities. We call other countries omo the cinema. Abeka stadium into obi wo kra no. Enya board oba be hwe. Or train about 6 na baby wo hwe
movie so account.
But oba stadium ni dada because the ninya aka ticket ni.
Interesting.
So if the listeners, the media yourself, and the listeners don't educate the people, the fools are watching us on Omugusu, a cost stadium, Omudi, Niamabi attractive.
Okay,
stadium.
That's a coach. But my mother will number for number to try and send out with me.
Okay, my number is 055 24 03103. 055 24 03103.
Okay. Yeah. It's in honor as I can say Enko and former coach Vincent Abio or a football coach and a sports consultant. Wabua amateur say Navy, ya bisect it, ya trisect it, and dissect it, all the necessary issues concerning a football agency business, you know. Not just Obianso at the Samson Brandt and Frank Hammond on a chief executive officer and Macam football agency. Away on my Ghana has said, you know, as I can say, and come from Obibia. And so answer na message out, you know, na make Kyle sense, you know. A brand here needing edit Prince Boatin Ewofia, since you know, Jack is and farmer, or no cassa, Nimia by needing edit Rita, or Hinton Rita, say Ocean Prince Uchia, or Sanson, na make Kyle and Yakupo Ayaduma on the 1st of May, Kukonte party. What I say, a basso den Ewofia said, you know, say, oh, baby Biara, Bohumodinia. Bohomodiya na say ebra on my and I say Kantanga TV has say na say nyamanso no enkoso yi papa for na ohia ene eye wayowa wasanka. Okay, menya ni say on the 3rd of May. What I say on the 3rd of May and I say Kokonte party no so no baso e wo Kantanga television if you has say no na ohia ne wasanka oba na ope nkwan hodro bia say abenkwan nkate nkwan light soup nina e wo hase ya oba che say ode wasanka no wasoa ode aba say pacho mbedi Kokonte ni bi say na ekono na mono kan hu say protocols ni de ebe yedwuma e wo hase ntino oba na wa show nose mask na che say nina so no ayedwuma e wo if you hase ntino on the 3rd of May Kokonte party no baso shonko nemo medini na isina make set 3:30 p.m. sharp na sema extra so no ebeba wa kwan so sanso na 5 p.m. akwan so sem enso wo ho edema otendendia enye fede agro na nyakopon ya doma 8 p.m. sharp so no emrenim e wo na 9:30 p.m. so no DY Donko at the counseling time so no aba ede ama obibia wo hwe Kantanka television na say all too soon time is how na mema kwan na mede enne sports galore akudi chumedini na enso ede aba ewe no me ka o sent na tade e shame the gospel fashion and on so no ashe matade or Doko behind Pogas furniture hono na ono so ede ne kubetimi afre gospel fashion 0244760722 0244760722 opam emba ene mbema na tade ntino puso homatrofo no na ono so empam atade fe emfa emma hana yede ni na nsibesa na kese enko fan production crew no samoboa emma management no so no akoso Jojo wa free wa send messages no so no so asida kese emfa emma sports galore more sports.